Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. And by Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner of MTSU Athletics. Now, here is your host, the voice of the Blue Raiders, Chip Walters.
Welcome in to the Boulevard on this Monday night, and glad to have another big crowd here at the Boulevard. Glad you're all with us, and just a lot of stuff going on here tonight. We got basketball games on the TVs. We've got the Daytona 500 on the TVs, and Coach McDevitt is here. He's got one eye on what we're doing and one eye on watching the race, and it's not quite done yet.
It's not quite done yet. They just had the big one. Had a red flag there for about 10 or 12 minutes. My guy Chase was able to avoid it, and then did not have a very good restart there. So looks like they've wrecked again. So we'll see what happens.
They have. Speaking of getting to the finish line, the Blue Raiders did.
Yeah.
It took a few extra laps on Saturday night, but the 10 extra minutes, and Middle Tennessee got a 96-90 win over UTEP and finished out a 2-0 week.
Yeah, it was a good week for us. Obviously, a big comeback on Thursday against New Mexico State, and a really good basketball game on Saturday. I thought UTEP played well. I thought our guys played well. It was kind of like a heavyweight boxing match, just watching blow after blow, hit after hit, punch after punch, and you've got to be able to take
review after review.
Yeah, review after review. One of them, I don't, not to talk about officials, but I don't know how it takes you that long to supposedly see something and then overturn it. Several times the call on the floor was obviously in our favor. It's out of bounds off UTEP. It's going to be our ball. What seems to me, if it's there's enough evidence to overturn that and give the other team the ball, it should take you about 30 seconds, 45 seconds. It's clear. We made the wrong call. When it takes you 5 or 6 minutes to see did it go off him, then it must have not been that conclusive.
Yeah.
But either way, we got
it all worked out.
It all worked out. 2 of them got overturned. I actually brought that up to our players, and how proud I was that didn't bother them, deflate them. They couldn't have their mind on the fact that it was going to be our ball with the shot clock off with a chance to win. And now all of a sudden it's UTEP's ball with the shot clock off and a chance to win. You can't pout.
And the ball in Tay Hardy's hands.
Correct. Ball comes in bounds, and it's in their best player's hands. And if what you're still thinking about is the fact that, man, it was just our ball and now it ain't, you have some kind of defensive lapse and you lose.
Yeah. The top headline, obviously, is the Blue Raiders win 2 this week and are right now in a tie for 4th in Conference USA. It has been quite a jumble, and it's a tight race that's going to go right down to the final week. And the other headline that goes along with that, just an incredible week for Justin Porter, who was named the Conference USA Player of the Week, as Middle Tennessee had a sweep again for the Conference Player of the Week honors.
Yeah, he, obviously Savannah Wheeler was terrific for the women's team, and then JP had another great week, averaged 33.5 points, had 26 against New Mexico State, and then had 41 the other night on 16 shots. I've never seen that, and broke a Conference USA record, all-time record with most threes made without a miss, going 8 for 8. So he had an incredible week.
And that includes every version of Conference USA that has been, and there's been a lot of good players come through this league.
There's been some all pros. When you think about Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade, some of the guys that have been through this league to best some of those kind of guys with that kind of a stat is testament to the kind of work that young man continues to put in.
Well, here's JP's numbers for the week. New Mexico State, 10 of 19, 26 points, 4 of 9 from 3. Against UTEP, 11 of 16 from the floor, 8 of 8 from 3. Overall, 21 of 35 from the field, 12 of 17 from 3 for 67 points during the week.
There's a lot of people that's hard to do in an empty gym.
That's correct.
Without anybody guarding you. To go 12 for 17 from 3.
And what I thought was one of the real neat things, kind of a little serendipitous, was his 41 points, third most ever by a Blue Raider. That is tied for third. The man he tied was Milton Dean, who was here for Legends Weekend.
That was pretty great.
That was pretty neat.
Yeah,
and Milton Dean got that against SEMO back in the 1990s, and he was there to see his record, or his number 3 record, tied. A lot of folks want to know, well, what is the overall record? It's 44 by Mike Milholland back in the mid-'60s against Austin Peay. So it's a heck of a week.
We should have called a couple more plays for him.
I know, that's right. But it all worked out. It was terrific as Middle gets the win. And it was not just Justin Porter.
No.
Another guy you can give a shout-out to right now is Jared Coleman-Jones was 2 assists short of having a triple-double against UTEP.
Yeah,
that was incredible.
He continues to play really well. When we're running offense through him and playing inside out, we are playing better as a result of that. He ended up with 15 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists the other night, and had a really good game. And his second half against, I guess it was the second half against UTEP, because at halftime I believe it was. No, it was the New Mexico State game. He ended up with 16 and 9, I believe, in that game, and had 12 and 9 in the second half. Because at halftime he had 4 points, no rebounds.
And he hit 2 threes in the second half of that game.
2 big ones.
Yeah.
So really led a big portion of our comeback. So his last 70 minutes of ball have been at a real high level.
When he steps into a 3, are you saying,
No,
you're good?
When he takes the right shots, he's a really good shooter. I mean, he's I don't know where he's at now, but he's one of our best free throw shooters, and statistically, he is our best three-point shooter.
Statistically, he's
That's correct. He's 11 for 23 on the season from 3.
Yeah.
And when you got your 6'10" guy that's shooting almost 50% from 3, he's not going to do that if he's taking 100. He's not a high-volume three-point shooter.
It's picking your spots.
But choosing to shoot the right ones at the right time when the other team's center is 6 feet off of you, particularly late clock. You're not thinking at that point, should I take it, should I not? It's pretty obvious, and those are the ones he's taking, and he's making them.
Yeah, and, and on the flip side of that, when their center has the ball and open from 3, you better get on him too. As we saw John Dos Anjos.
Man, he made 2 big ones, didn't he?
2 huge ones late. He made 3 in the game.
He did, and just came into the game as not one of their kind of go-to guys. And that was the point that really, going back to what you said earlier, that we told our guys, like, listen, that was a great game. They played really well, but so did we. I mean, all of a sudden, if you're on the flip side, you're thinking, man, we get all kinds of production from this guy and this guy and this guy that we normally don't, and we lost. Mm-hmm. You're thinking at halftime, I said to our guys, our staff, I said, man, the tough thing is here in the first half, we've made 11 threes, and we're up by 6. You wanted to be up by 15. But on the flip side, I said, I'm sure if I'm UTEP's coaches, then I'm looking at it and saying, we forced these guys into 12 turnovers, and we're down 6. There's not much more we can do defensively, because that's where they are at their best, is on the defensive side of the ball, making turn it over.
Yep. I think a stat that's worth repeating, and you and I talked about it on the pregame show before the UTEP game. Watching your team play against UTEP can be very frustrating. Watching your team play against or anybody's team against FIU can be very frustrating. But there is a reason for that, and that UTEP is the number 1 team in all of college basketball forcing turnovers.
Yep.
Guess who's number 2?
That's right.
FIU. Guess who's number 4? Stephen F. Austin, who we played here. Guess who's number 40?
Northern Kentucky.
Guess who's number 50?
Western
Kentucky. And somewhere in between 50 and 60 is Sam Houston. So 6 of the top 50 or top 55 forcing turnovers you've had to deal with this year.
That's right. And you know, ball care is always a big portion of the game. Usually if you kind of win that turnover battle, you give yourself a great chance to win. But in some cases, like in those, that is where they're built offensively. On the defensive side of the ball, they've got to force turnovers so they can get out and run and score some easy ones. So if you can limit your turnovers, obviously those are possessions that you are shooting the ball, but it's possessions you're going to make them have to work on offense. And they're built for 15 to 18 easy points a game off of your turnovers. So if you can limit those, you're going to obviously limit the race to 70 or the race to 75 points.
We'll break down both games in our next couple of segments. We're live across from campus at the Boulevard Bar and Grill, our favorite sports bar and grill in Murfreesboro. Stop by anytime and have a great meal. We'll take a timeout. More on Nick McDevitt live after this on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
Clear.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
Put Lee Company on your team to keep you and your family warm this season. Their expert technicians can perform a 22-point inspection and tune-up to ensure your HVAC system is good no matter how cold it gets. Their expert technicians can perform a 22-point inspection and tune-up to ensure your HVAC system is good to go no matter how cold it gets. And while you're at it, ask them how to get endless hot water by installing an energy-efficient tankless water heater. Schedule your appointment today at leecompany.com or give them a call at 615-867-1000. Lee Company, all you need.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Hey basketball fans, this is Coach McDevitt, and I want to talk some trash. No, not about the game. I want to talk about the litter problem on our roadways. Did you know that the Tennessee Department of Transportation spends over $23 million every year just to pick up litter? There's over 100 million pieces of litter on our roadways at any given time, making our state unsightly and unsafe. Litter harms our highways, waterways, even our wildlife. So let's do something about it. Don't litter, remind others not to, and report littering when you see it. We can beat litter, but only if we're all on the same team. Join the movement today. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com and go Blue Raiders.
And now for today's winning Cash 3 and Cash 4 numbers from the Tennessee Lottery. The first number is the number you just thought of. The second number is the number you would have picked. The third number is the day of your wedding anniversary. And the fourth number
They're only lucky numbers if you decide to play them. Cash 3 and Cash 4, only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mic's up.
Welcome back into the Boulevard. I want to remind you, you can accomplish your goals for personal or business finances with First Vision Bank with dedicated banking professionals, products to fit your goals, and advanced financial management tools. Your vision is their mission, fvb.bank, FDIC, equal housing lender. Coach Nick McDevitt here, and Thursday night it was New Mexico State that came into town. Jason Hooten has had to rebuild that program from the ashes and has done a nice job of bringing in pieces. They were a different team personnel-wise because of some folks that were not there that we saw just 3 weeks ago. But they're going to be, there's not going to be an easy out in the conference tournament, and New Mexico State's one of those that I thought they were actually better Thursday night than when we played them the first time.
Yeah, they just rough and physical. They're a tough team. With the suspension of one of their young men, what it's meant is kind of their starters he's kind of forced into playing them heavy minutes now. There's not a quality guy, or at least it seems as though that's the way he feels, to rest him with. So Femi Adukale, who is really, really good, plays a lot of minutes.
He's played at Pitt and Seton Hall, right?
He started at Pitt, not started his career.
Started games.
Started games. His sophomore year and his junior year combined, he was at Pittsburgh and at Seton Hall. And he started 59 of those 62 games at those two schools in the ACC and the Big East. Now he's at New Mexico State. So you could see, he is a talented young man, and I just thought we did a really nice job of just making things hard for him. Casey
Ezeagu, their post player, he is the poster child for the transfer portal. He started at UTEP, went to Kansas State, then to Sam Houston, and then to New Mexico State. And
he's been at 3 schools in this league.
Yes, exactly.
He's been at 3 schools in this league.
And the thing was, he let emotions get to him a little bit, got him out of the game during a very important stretch, and I think it made a difference in the ball game.
Yeah, I just thought our guys did a nice job of playing hard and tough and physical, and perhaps our aggression and physicality just frustrated him. I thought Jacob Johnson
frustrated him.
Man, he was just always around the ball, always around the bucket. But I thought our guys were doing a good job of being focused while playing hard in physical games.
Justin,
another one's coming up against Jacksonville State. It's easy to kind of lose your cool at times in those kind of hectic games you talked about with UTEP and FIU. New Mexico State's a game. There were 2 intentional fouls in that game. They're a physical bunch. Jacksonville State, who we played 2 or 3 weeks ago and got again here on Wednesdays, another physical bunch. And I think our guys have just kept playing, and didn't get caught up in junk.
Yeah, and in a game with those kind of things, I mean, you look back at the FIU game, a real key to that, you got their best guard and their best post player in foul trouble, and they missed a big section of the second half when you made your comeback. Same thing happened again with you. They lose Ezeagu, who I thought he's a real key to them when he's playing well.
Yeah, he's just such a big guy. He's big and aggressive and physical around that basket. And not only on the offensive side does he make it hard for you because of his size, but when somebody is that big is no longer in the game on the defensive end of the floor, you're able to drive it a little bit more aggressively and throw the ball in there for post-ups a little more aggressively. So him kind of getting caught up in that hurt them.
What else went right to come back from 17 down to win?
The more physical team won both halves. We played okay, but I thought we were just kind of playing in the first half. I thought New Mexico State was really competing, competitive, aggressive, physical, tough. We found ourselves playing okay, but they were more than playing okay. They were playing good and hard and tough and physical. And I just thought at halftime we kind of just said exactly that to our team. Like right now, it's not that you're doing anything terrible. It's just that, man, they look like they're hungry and they're just taking it to us.
Well,
in the second half, it flipped. I thought we were the more tough, rough, physical team, aggressive, and they looked like they were playing with a 15-point lead. And then all of a sudden, we take the lead, and Jared Jones and Justin Porter just led the charge for that one, and got a good win.
I did have people ask me what you said at halftime. So
it really, and JP will be on here in a minute. It wasn't.
Was it fire and brimstone?
It wasn't fire and brimstone. It was. They're a smart bunch. I mean, we just kind of said it blunt. They're just more. They're tougher and more physical. And if we don't match that, they're going to blow us right out of our own gym. And we just challenged some guys. Like, here's the guy that plays center for them, and here are his numbers. Here's our center, and here's his numbers. here's their forwards. Here's what they've got points and rebounds. Here's what we've got. They're beating us in every, tough physical category. More second chance points, more rebounds. They're getting to the free throw line, points in the paint. Usually you can tell who's going to be the more physical team when you just take a look at those stats, and in the second half it just flipped.
Raiders win it 76-69 over New Mexico State to split the season series with the Aggies. We'll take a timeout. More with Coach Nick McDevitt after this on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
You buy something because you found it at a low price, and soon you realize it's no bargain because you really needed something better. It happens all the time, especially with car insurance. But the good news is you can get the right coverage at the right price. Just talk to me, State Farm Agent Bud Morris. I'll help you get the right coverage at a price that's right for you. Call me at 893-1417 today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm Bud Morris, providing insurance and financial services.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and makes the competition speechless. Greatness starts here with a built Ford Tough F-150 at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Blue Raider fans, with more local brews than ever before, you are sure to find a local favorite this season in the Blue Raider Beer Garden. Enjoy the thrill of the game at the Blue Raider Beer Garden and try our selection of brews from Cedar Glade Brews, Mayday Brewery, or Life is Brewing. All available for your tasting pleasure in the Blue Raider Beer Garden above Section D in the Murphy Center. Thank you, Cedar Glade Brews, Mayday Brewery, and Life is Brewing for your support of MTSU Athletics. MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you will never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Subway, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 6 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market, now open, located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information, or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mic's up.
Welcome back into the Boulevard tonight, and our program brought to you in part by the Lee Company. Blue Raider fans, get ahead of the game with the best home services team in town for your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and home improvement needs. Lee Company is the team to call, 615-867-1000 or leecompany.com. Coming off a very dramatic Thursday night win, you had to prepare for this UTEP ball club and had to do it in less than 48 hours.
We did. We knew it was going to be another tough physical game, and really went into it on one day prep. The good thing is, though, like we talked about with the quick flip with Liberty and FIU, that FIU was the second game and we had already played them, so there was some familiarity there. There was not a lot of prep time for UTEP, but it wasn't too long ago we played them out at their place. So the good thing was we were not shocked by what it was, and that was a good point that I thought our staff made to them, them being our players. If you only play UTEP once or the first time you play them, it takes a couple minutes. I mean, you could watch it on film You can talk about it all you want, how aggressive they're going to be and how physical, but sometimes they can catch you off guard, and it's 4 or 5 minutes before you settle in.
Well, and that kind of happened out there.
If you look at their league wins, their quick starts, 8-0, 10-2, 12-2 in 3 of their 4 conference wins. And all of a sudden, you look at the score at the end of the game, and you lose by 10. And it was that 10-0 start. It was the 12-2 start that ends up biting in you know where.
Where you don't want to get bit.
Correct.
So
we were a lot different the other night.
You had the lead at every media break during the first half, took a 6-point lead into the second half. And, were you concerned as that thing went on and got into overtime and the second overtime as far as minutes that were being played? Because JP ended up playing 47, but there were a lot of timeouts in there so you could kind of get breath back and things like that, and reviews.
Yes.
We had plenty of time there to catch up too.
And no kidding, like all jokes aside,
it helped.
It did.
I was going to ask you about that from the other night, but I said I'll hold that. Was it kind of a blessing in disguise?
Well, not only that, their post player got a bloody lip, and blood had dripped all over the floor. So I don't know if you remember, but
yes, yes.
Reese Shivers was out there having to wipe up blood.
I think he was just looking for more TV time.
Hey, I was telling him every little spot try to get it up, because we got some guys that need some more rest. So go look around up and down the hallways. We might do that again on Saturday when Western Kentucky comes down here.
Well, the other couple of pieces of drama in that game, Tay Hardy, their best player, looked to me like he separated his shoulder and left the floor, got it popped back in, came back and played. Justin Porter tweaks an ankle. The only
blood
3
in
minutes, blood in his hand. The only 3 minutes he missed all night were when he went off to get retaped. And, so really the 2 best players for each team, had to suffer through some injuries and fought back from that. I thought all those guys really deserve a lot of credit.
Man, they were giving everything they had. They were giving everything they had. Everybody out there. And, you never want to lose a game when you're with 2 minutes to go in the second overtime, or a minute to go in the second overtime, and your team has played almost 50 minutes at that point. You as an individual have been out there for about 45 or 46 of it. Man, we didn't come this far to get beat. Those sting.
Yeah.
But on the flip side,
those
feel really good.
I was going to say, was that about as satisfying a win as you could have?
Yes, it is, because you could see we were playing an opponent that was playing hard and physical and tough and good, and you knew what you were going to have to do in order to win. And we played hard and tough and physical and good, and we had one guy that played great, and it was the difference in the game. And
it was one of those things that 10 years from now there'll be 15,000 people who will say they were there to see Justin Porter score 41 points. And speaking of folks who will go the extra mile, it is the folks from the Lee Company, and Eric Hill is here with us tonight. Eric, how are you doing, my man?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Good deal. And up on the table here, we've got a little extra decoration tonight. We've got a couple of jars of peanut butter, and there's a reason for that, because there's a big peanut butter, jelly, anything spreadable. There's a big partnership between the Lee Company and Second Harvest Food Bank, and we're going to have peanut butter drive late this month, all home events, baseball, women's basketball, men's basketball, tennis, home events. We want folks to bring peanut butter and help those who are food challenged.
Please do. Second Harvest does a great job. Over 32 million meals are fed here in Middle Tennessee and West Tennessee through them. Great organization. Love partnering with MTSU and the basketball programs there.
So you guys have been partnered with them for over 20 years now, right?
A long time.
Yep. Talk about the mission of the Lee Company and what you guys want to do with this?
So one of the weird things about our company is we really believe in our mission statement, and that is to create a place where employees can thrive. And part of that is giving to communities and allowing opportunities for others to serve people, and that's what Lee Company loves to do, is just serve the communities. And we're starting our 80th year. That wouldn't happen without great customers like everybody's here in the room and listening on the radio, but really having great people and keeping them happy and wanting to work at a place that they're proud of.
Obviously, the Second Harvest Food Bank is a great example of what you guys do in the community, but there's much more.
Yes, we do things with Special Olympics. It's not always faith-based, the different things we do. We try to find a vein for every individual that works for us. And I know we have the upcoming three-pointer where we pick 2 games for the guys and the girls, and we donate $30 for every three-pointer made. So hoping Porter
JP?
stays.
We
yeah,
need to do that
maybe,
retroactively to this past
we need
Saturday.
him to stay hot.
That's right.
Get hot for the right time of the season. But I love doing that. We'll be there at the game, cheering at Western Kentucky Saturday, wanting a big win for MTSU.
It's not just Lee Company has expanded services, not just your air conditioning folks anymore,
Yeah.
but tell us about services that you guys offer now.
Well, we do plumbing, electrical. Our residential group is now doing, they'll do crawl spaces for you, cleaning that up. The best thing that I'm seeing a lot from is garage doors. I had no idea the amount of people. Insulated garage doors has been a big thing recently. I think we had the cold snap last year, and recently just had another one come through, so that's been a really big
So you all come put the insulation panels on the existing garage doors?
We can do that, and we can even replace your garage doors. Great service. Just call them. They'll come out and take care of you.
And while we all may live in a house and great residential service, but there's a lot of commercial buildings, a lot of big commercial entities, and you guys can handle from the small to the large, correct?
Exactly. My favorite thing to do, and me personally, is working with the bigger facilities and helping them come up with a customized solution. Whether it's, hey, just do a PM contract and take care of our stuff, or hey, we can't find people, can you outsource some people and take care of all our facilities for us? And from small things to just, hey, I need a call, fix my plumbing, electrical, all the way to, hey, come run my facility. We'll do what we can to take care of you.
Absolutely. 80 years in business, an amazing accomplishment.
Amazing. And I mean, most family businesses don't make it that long. So
it's been great. And you all have big trucks, so as much peanut butter as people can bring
it.
All the information on the peanut butter drive is located on GoBlueRaiders.com. So they've got a bunch of trucks to haul peanut butter up to the Second Harvest Food Bank facility up in Smyrna. So, man, Eric, appreciate you again, and for all that you and the folks at the Lee Company do for Blue Raider Athletics and for our community.
Thank you, as usual, for always giving me time. I appreciate you very much, and go Blue Raiders.
Thank you much. Eric Hill joining us tonight from the Lee Company. We'll take a timeout, and the Conference USA Player of the Week, Justin Porter, will be with us on the other side here on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
There aren't any cops around.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good.
Hey, I can hold my liquor. I drink and drive all the time.
If you put away some drinks, put away your keys. Fans don't let fans drive drunk.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles, TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Hi, this is Coach Nick McDevitt. Ascend Federal Credit Union is the proud sponsor and exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Visit Ascend's branch just off campus at 2316 East Main Street or any of their 3 other Murfreesboro locations. You can also keep track of your accounts and deposit checks on the go with Ascend's mobile app. For a complete list of services, ATMs, and locations, visit ascend.org. Ascend is federally insured by the NCUA.
RJ Young is your playbook for more than just copiers. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, IT services, and beyond. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you even more through bundling services, and our dedicated specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the winning strategy. Don't forget our We Make It Right guarantee. Your satisfaction is our slam dunk. Schedule your free consultation now at rjyoung.com/MTSU. The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mike's up.
Welcome back into the Boulevard tonight. Our program brought to you in part by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Middle Tennessee State University. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy, Bud Light. And folks, happy to welcome up to our broadcast table here the reigning Conference USA Player of the Week, Justin Porter of Houston, Texas. It's got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, yes, sir.
JP came to Middle a couple years ago after playing in junior college at Tyler Community College in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And as a matter of fact, one of your former junior college teammates is on the UTEP squad.
Yes, sir.
Corey Camper?
Yes, sir.
What kind of guy was he?
He was a cool guy. You know, we was real close in JUCO. He was the same type of player he was right now at UTEP, but yeah, it was real close.
You're up here, you're wearing your glasses, and it seemed like you could see the basket okay without glasses. Do you play with
no, I don't.
You don't play with glasses or lenses?
No, sir.
Okay, well, I don't think you need them then. So, but you're looking very studious tonight.
Thank you.
And part of this team that had a 3.0 grade point average as a team during the fall semester. Players talk about being in the zone or in the moment, that kind of thing. With what was going on with you Saturday night, did you feel anything different, or did you feel like I've just got to make the next shot I take, and then after that I've got to make the next shot I take because it was that tight?
I basically was just in a free mind state during the game. I mean, I didn't really know I didn't miss a three-pointer until after the game. You know,
You didn't realize that?
I didn't realize that until after the game. I didn't know that. I was just playing within the flow of the game, and I was just being me, you know.
Yep. Well, I think being you is a pretty good deal this week. So,
Yes,
congratulations on that. And you've kind of gotten in a groove. When Cam got hurt and you were moved into the point guard position, I mean, we were in the midst of several games in a row, and then they changed the offense some after the trip to the Bahamas to kind of make it where it fit you a little more. Talk a little bit about the changes that you guys went through and how that's now starting to pay off.
We went through a lot of change. You know, the season has been a roller coaster, been a lot of ups and downs, but I guess now the good time is now. We're starting to figure things out, which is good. So, you know, the conference tournament coming up, so I'm glad we're figuring things out now. But the offense-wise, we changed it up because we know, like last year, you know, we had Dishman, we had a lot of other players that fit their position. You know, Dishman, he can play a lot of top of key. But Jared, you know, he's not really the top of key type of guy. You know, his game is different from Dishman.
He likes to dribble a lot too, doesn't he?
A little bit, but, you know, he get in the post. You know, he likes to go down there and go to work. And with me, I like to just play the top of key too with more space and operate more.
You talked about being in a free mind state. Now,
Yes, sir.
Jared was on here with us, 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
And he was talking about how back in December he started meditating. So it sounds like some of that's rubbing off on you a little bit. And you know, it has obviously helped him in particular at the free throw line. It's calmed him down when he gets the ball in there. So did you say, hey, man, what are you doing there? And because, I mean, you're playing your best at the very right time, and this team is playing its best at the right time.
What I've been doing, I've just been staying consistent in the gym, you know, just working out. Anytime I can get in the gym, you know, I can take care of my body, but go back to the gym, you know, do what I can do. So
the best positive reinforcement is being in the gym and watching the ball go through the basket.
Yes, sir. That's the best thing you can do.
Yep. And when you're it's like a hitter. If you're in a slump as a hitter, you go to the cage.
Go to the cage.
And when you're a basketball player, you get shots up.
Yes, sir.
This team, I've had the good fortune to travel with you guys everywhere except the Bahamas because Coach McDevitt scheduled that on a football weekend. So I'm not going to ask him about that. But we went to Italy back in August.
Yes.
We had a week-long trip right before Christmas to Northern California and Utah to play St. Mary's in Southern Utah. This team really gets along well. You all travel so well together. And I've told people this, that the trip to Italy, I thought maybe the biggest accomplishment we had over 8 days in Italy is we never lost anybody.
Yeah,
everybody showed up and they were where they were supposed to be at all times and were paying attention, enjoyed it. So what did the trip to Italy, in addition to the basketball that we played there, what did you take away from that trip?
From that trip, I took away as a collective, we got closer because, you know, it was our first time actually playing against other competition than ourselves in practice, you know. So we were just basically getting closer and just trying to find a rhythm with each other, you know, to get a good feel for each other on the court against someone else.
Yep. As far as the cultural part of it and seeing, you know, Rome and all of that and going and the last day on Lake Como, what were the historical and architectural things that really stuck out to you?
I'm not gonna lie, I really like Lake Como the most.
Did you?
Yeah, the boat ride.
Well, you've got a chill vibe anyway, so that kind of fits for you.
Yeah, I like that. Like, I'll get a house over there, you know, stay over there.
Well, George Clooney's got one there.
I know, I seen that.
So you saw that? So that would be a good spot for you. Did you? Could you? We went to the Vatican, and that over a 4-hour period that we were there was just so much to soak in. And you're right, it was hot. They don't believe in air conditioning. They need the lead company over there to fix some air conditioning over in Italy. But there was just so much to soak in everywhere you turned.
It was very nice. It was a beautiful sight. Everywhere we went, it was just like.
Could you believe the Coliseum?
Couldn't believe that. That was crazy. It was crazy.
It was unbelievable. Then the trip out west, we had a morning at Alcatraz, and outside of the lesson, you don't want to end up there.
Yeah,
that was. I mean, that was very amazing to see that, and
that was very nice
and so I really like the fact that when we have these opportunities that we can go and see all other things around the country and around the world, and it's just a great benefit, I think, for student athletes.
It is. I'm glad we get to do stuff like that.
All right. How's your classes going?
Everything's going good right now.
Give me your class schedule. What do you got?
Introductions of business analytics, managing key performance. I got human manager decisions, and I think that's it.
You made some pretty good human manager decisions on Saturday night, and we're glad you did. Now, what does this team have to do to finish out? You got 3 weeks left in the regular season, 5 games, 2 at home, 3 on the road, then to Huntsville for the tournament. What does this team need to do to get its mind right and finish strong? You've won 5 out of 7. What do we got to do to keep it going?
I believe we just need to keep going in the direction we're going. We're going in the right direction, so we just need to take it up a notch. You know, in practice, Coach McDevitt said we need to take it up another level. Like, we're doing good right now, but we need to take it up another level because we play the top 4 teams next week after Jacksonville State, so we just got to get ready. Just go play hard, go do what we do.
Absolutely. Beth and Jim sit right down there at the end of the bench, so I know they're giving you a lot of advice. Bob Verbal is the he's claiming to have been the free throw coach here for the last few games, so we're glad that he's there doing that. JP, it's always such a pleasure to be around you, and want to wish you. Oh, by the way, I was thinking 41. Did you get a chance to meet Milton Dean? He was one of the former players that was back this weekend, because your 41 tied the 41 he got, and he was there.
Oh, I didn't know
at
that.
the game. We should have gotten you guys together, but he had a chance to see you tie his record, and he had a big grin on his face. So there were a lot of us that did. So we were all happy about that. Yes, Justin, thanks so much, man. Let's go get him on Wednesday night, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Justin Porter being with us today. We'll take a timeout. Coach McDevitt joins me right after this on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
Clear.
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you will never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Subway, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 6 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market, now open, located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information, or visit our office in the Keithley University.
Oh, how I'd take you for a candlelight dinner. Sounds like people are really loving the new February instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Play today for your chance to win up to $5 million, only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU Athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
City Auto Murfreesboro welcomes Mitsubishi to our dealership at 1015 Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Visit our new showroom and see the new Outlander lineup with award-winning safety features and a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Named #1 in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power. Plug into the Power and the Outlander. Plug-in hybrid and take your tailgating to a whole new level. Shop City Auto online or in person and win with Mitsubishi.
RJ Young is your playbook for more than just copiers. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, IT services, and beyond. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you even more through bundling services, and our dedicated specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the winning strategy. Don't forget our We Make It Right guarantee. Your satisfaction is our slam dunk. Schedule your free consultation now at rjyoung.com/MTSU.
You buy something because you found it at a low price, and soon you realize it's no bargain because you really needed something better. It happens all the time, especially with car insurance. But the good news is you can get the right coverage at the right price. Just talk to me, State Farm Agent Bud Morris. I'll help you get the right coverage at a price that's right for you. Call me at 893-1417 today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm Bud Morris, providing insurance and financial services.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mic's up.
Welcome back into the Boulevard tonight as we move through the regular season and get ready for the conference tournament coming up March 12th through the 16th down at Probst Arena in Huntsville. That's all part of the Von Braun Civic Center. You can contact the Blue Raider ticket office at 898-5261 and get your tickets, or go online at goblueraiders.com/tickets. You had an opportunity to do a little scouting down there when the ladies played Tennessee, and I think that whole complex, and Coach Insel and Dick Palmer talked about it, there's a whole lot to do right around the arena, the Civic Center, and the big hotels that are all kind of right there within a mile or so circle. If you put a pin in the ground, there's a lot of stuff that's going to go there, and I think people are going to enjoy it.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm really happy it's down there in Huntsville. Obviously, it's close for us. It's a 2-hour drive, hour and 45-minute drive, depending on where you're taking off from, and that's a lot closer to the borough than a couple of flights to get down to Texas. So I can't wait for that tournament to start, and it's also it's a facility that's conducive for basketball.
Yes.
I mean, obviously there are other things go on there, but the Star was a terrific facility. It is a terrific facility, but it's also a football facility. And all of a sudden there's 2 games going on at the same time, and the big
the curtain
in between,
which had its own Twitter handle.
Yeah, I mean it's a very nice facility, but just wasn't made for basketball.
Yep.
And it'll be good. I think it's a really good change.
Yep. A lot of folks did not have to work today because it is President's Day, and that means that the 5 random questions tonight deal with presidential trivia. So are you ready?
Nope.
Okay. You're a history guy though, so this ought to be right in your. And some of these are actually multiple guests tonight, so you don't have to fill in the blank. Who was the first president? This is question number 1. Who was the first president to live in the White House? George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, or James Madison?
James Madison.
James Madison is not the correct answer. It was John Adams who moved in November 1st, 1800, and it was not quite finished yet. So they had not had the blue tape walkthrough at that point. So they were ready for that. So James Madison, I think he may have lived in Harrisonburg at the time. Question number 2, which president officially named the White House the White House? Was it Grover Cleveland, William Howard Taft, Ulysses S. Grant, or Teddy Roosevelt?
Taft.
It starts with a T. Teddy Roosevelt. In 1901, Cooper knew this. In 1901, he named it the White House. Prior to that, it was called the President's Mansion or other things. Okay, here is, this is an interesting question. Who was the first president who became president that was the first that was a U.S.-born citizen? Was it Andrew Jackson, John Quincy Adams, Martin Van Buren, or William Henry Harrison? No clue?
No.
Any ideas out there? Nope, not John Quincy Adams. Who you think, Cooper? William Howard Taft? Sorry. Martin Van Buren is the winner. He was born in 1782. He was the first president that was born after the United States became a country, and he was the 8th president. So there's that. I can tell the crowd is mesmerized by this.
So I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Here's what
any of them right.
Here's the last 2 should be in your wheelhouse here.
Great.
Number 4, no pressure. President Jimmy Carter, who is in hospice care and nearing the age of 100. Who was his more rambunctious brother? Do you remember his name? I know there are folks that do. Cooper, what's his name? Billy.
We're getting the chant of Billy.
Billy, that's right. And Billy had his own beer and spent a lot of time in Nashville. He did. Now, there are 3 presidents that were born in your home state of North Carolina. Do you know who they were?
Nope.
What? That was a quick answer. You're trying to bail out here is what it is. Ironically, the 3 presidents that were born in your home state were elected from this state: Andrew Jackson, James K. Polk, and Andrew Johnson. They were all born in North Carolina, but were all elected after representing Tennessee. So
I learned a lot tonight.
That's what I'm here for, is to try to help where I can. So there are today's 5 random questions, and hope everybody had a great President's Day. We'll take a timeout, back to wrap it up with the coach after this on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
Hey basketball fans, this is Coach McDevitt, and I want to talk some trash. No, not about the game. I want to talk about the litter problem on our roadways. Did you know that the Tennessee Department of Transportation spends over $23 million every year just to pick up litter? There's over 100 million pieces of litter on our roadways at any given time, making our state unsightly and unsafe. Litter harms our highways, waterways, even our wildlife. So let's do something about it. Don't litter, remind others not to, and report littering when you see it. We can beat litter, but only if we're all on the same team. Join the movement today. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com and go Blue Raiders.
You know, I've always wanted to go on a tour of the West Coast. No rush, just take it all in, one view at a time.
We all have things we hope to do someday. At Ascend, we offer great rates and share our profits to help make your someday soon.
Oh, and you better believe I'm renting a convertible.
Ascend Federal Credit Union. Open your account today.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mike's up.
Welcome back in for a final time with Coach Nick McDevitt, and Raiders hit the road to Jacksonville State. First time we played Jacksonville State in Jacksonville ever, and only the second time anywhere.
That's incredible.
That is really incredible. It really is.
Two programs that have, been this close, in 3 hours away from each other.
And we played them in everything.
And played in every other sport, and then we played each other for the first time, 3 weeks ago?
Yep, that'll be Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. Blue Raiders got the win over Jack State here earlier, 75-67. They've been, like everybody, they're good at home.
They're good at home. It's it's hard to win. It's real hard to win on the road, and that's kind of been the thing in this league is a lot of teams kind of holding serve at home and struggling on the road. And anytime you can go on the road and get one or two, you put yourself a leg up on the competition. So getting one on Wednesday would be really big.
Yep, and then you come home for Western Kentucky on Saturday, the 100-mile rivalry renewed, and I think again. You guys felt good about one half you played in Bowling Green. Now you want to have two great halves against them.
You have to. You got to put two halves
They're
together.
really good. They're very talented.
They're really talented. They're playing well. Obviously, we're playing well. So, for them to beat us or us to beat them, somebody's got to play good and got to play well for 40. And we played well up there in the first half. We went in tied at halftime. And just didn't put together that same execution in the second half. I thought once they got a double-digit lead on us, we stopped playing the right way. We started trying to shoot a 12-point shot in, shoot a 15-point shot in. Well, there's no such thing, and all of a sudden, it just got worse. So we've got to be better on Saturday, and I think we will.
The league is tight. 1st through 6th is 3 games difference, 1st through 8th, 4 games difference. So somebody can make a move here late. Why not us, right?
Well, why not? Why not? And I think our guys have had that attitude for the last month is just keep getting better. Results will take care of themselves. Be process-oriented. They've been. We're 5-2 in our last 7, and at the end of this week it'd be great to say 7-2 in our last 9.
I like it. Good deal. Appreciate it. All right, for Coach Nick McDevitt, we say happy birthday to our producer, Talik Pratt. Good night from the Boulevard on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
Clear.